What is going on, guys? So we're back in the garage. Hopefully you guys can see me because I only have that light for now. I'm still, like I said, still working on the garage. But we have a 2015 Hyundai Elantra. Hopefully I'm saying it right. But yeah, we're going to be doing some axles because it is leaking on one of the booths and they recommended to change both of them. So we got both of them. This is a co-worker's vehicle. They got quoted $1,100 and I told them, hey, I'm willing to help you guys out. I can make content for you guys. Like I said, it's gonna be cars like this. As you guys could see on the previous video, I did my neighbor's knock sensor, changed that. And then, so now we're gonna change some axles, you know? So I'm back with the GoPro. And then I have my little GoPro light, you know, like I said, trying to do my best. Let me see if I could show you guys the leak. Oops. So it's this boot. I don't know how good you guys can see, but it is leaking. You can see a little bit of grease on the left side. So we're gonna change that on both sides. The other one looks like it is leaking just a little bit, but who knows? So pretty much, let's get started. So, like I said, first thing to do, jack up the car. You always want to jack up the car. Try to shake it, make sure it is stationary. It's not gonna go nowhere. There's no shakes. So axles are back here. We got on my AutoZone. You know, it's probably 300 bucks, and we're gonna get started. You know, replacing both of them. So first thing is try to remove the wheels. Try to station them underneath just in case something happens. But like I said, gotta check. The car's not moving nowhere. And yeah, I'm probably gonna put you guys in a time lapse until I take out the wheel, start taking stuff apart. I'll take you guys off the time lapse and go from there. Like I said, I'm trying to find a good angle for you guys. I don't have a good tripod for the GoPro, or unless I do, but it's in a low angle. I'll see what I do, but I don't have a good light. That's the only thing. So I'll do my best to record what I can. So we're back here. You guys can see I removed the wheel. Let's see if we can see the axle a little bit more. So, oh shit, there it goes. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's that little grease on the left side. Like I said, doesn't look too bad, but there's grease even on top. So it's mostly on the bottom, right there. As you guys can see right there. So let's try to remove this axle. We gotta remove the axle nut, and then we also have to remove this joint right here, so we could get better leverage to pretty much tilt the rotor. Sorry, I'm butchering everything. Twist the rotor and the axle should come off. So let's start removing this thing first. Trying to remove the boot. You could tell it's kind of already getting old there too, so crispy and stuff. But for right now, all we're doing is the axle. So let's try to knock that out. The plan is to remove this, remove the pin, remove the nut, and then try to remove. There's a bolt there too, the bottom one right there, right there. That nut too, remove that, and it'll make this job easier. Like I said, there's probably ways that you don't have to remove one or the other, but if we want this job to go fast, might as well, you know? So let's get started. So you want to loosen this first, and then you want to start taking all these apart. I haven't done this yet. It's a 32 millimeter, but I'm just trying to remove this cotter pin so I don't forget about it. You know, if you save the cotter pin, by all means, that's good. If you don't, they're so cheap. Oops, I'm not even sure anything. So we're just trying to remove this cotter pin, as you guys can see right there. Like I said, cotter pins are so cheap to buy. So if you do break it, like, you know, it's not that big of a deal. Just get another one. You know, Harbor Freight has a kit, a bunch of them. You know, so as you can see, pretty much easy. Take it off. So let's remove the axle nut, and then we're just gonna start removing this one. I believe this one's a 17. A 17 right here. And then the bottom one, I think it's probably the same thing, but I'll double check. So let me put you down here. You guys can be able to see. But let's get this axle nut out the way. So, took out the axle nut. As you can see, it's nice having power tools, air tools. You mean? Makes things so much easier. So you can see if you can push it in freely, that's good. If it doesn't, try to like tap it, you know, try to push it out. But it's gonna be so tough to remove from here because everything's still all attached. So like I said, it's good to remove these two. Like I said, I think you could just probably get away with the bottom one, but who knows? I'm just gonna do these two. I don't wanna have a hard time, you know, with this job. And let's continue going. Like I said, I'm gonna do my best to have you guys in a good angle and showing you guys. I'm sorry guys, you know, I need to really do invest in like a tripod or something. So, cause I have the GoPro tripod, but it doesn't say high, like as you guys could see by when I did the floors, when I did the time lapse on the floors. So I think right here, you guys might end up falling because of the vibration. But let's continue removing these sockets because these are not impacting. But there we go. There goes that. Okay. Like I said, guys, sorry. It's literally on top right there. Just removing it. So you guys can see. It's a 19, I believe, but I don't have a 19. So I'm using a 3/4. You know, it's nice to have these. So hopefully all this pops out loose once I start, you know, smacking them. So yeah, so let me smack them and see if I can pop them loose. And then from there, pretty much, from there, this should just come off. The axle nut, you could just press it, which I'm gonna show you guys, and then we're gonna remove it from the transmission. So we're getting closer, guys. Okay, guys, so like I said, I broke this loose. I hammered it. You can see it's pretty much loose. Just gonna remove the nut. Gonna have this for you guys to see. Let me put you guys put that light over here. So you guys can see. It's out. They put WD-40. Hopefully it breaks the nut. As you guys can see, lubricated. The bottom one, I don't know if I need the bottom one. There's enough play. I probably don't need it, but let's try to push that axle in as much as we can and see what we could do right now. So you probably can't see, but I'm trying to push this axle in. No, we're gonna need the bottom one out too. So we're back at it again. So I don't know if I haven't showed you guys, but I'm doing both sides. So, but pretty much it's the same thing. So it doesn't matter really what side I'm showing you guys in. I removed that one by smacking it right here on the side. Was able to come off. Which you need the bottom one. This one, I tried smacking it, wasn't coming off. So what I got the tool. Okay, we're gonna use it to remove the ball joint without messing up the pretty much this rubber piece. Because you mess this up, you pretty much should replace it. So I do have the tool to try to remove it. After this pops off, pretty much this axle side should be able to come off, and then we're just gonna pry it from the transmission now. So let's get started with that. I don't know how good you guys gonna see. Probably not that good, but way more things to do. So here's the tool, pretty much, that I'm gonna use. It's just gonna stick into the ball joint this way. Sorry, you guys can't even see. This way, stick in there, and then pretty much you're gonna run socket. I think it's like a probably 21, or it's probably smaller than that, but throw it in there and it should pop off. So let's see. So pretty much this is how the tool will go. It goes in between the boot and then the ball joint, and then you're just gonna use a 21 mil to keep spinning this. It should pop off. So okay, there you go. See, it worked without messing up the boot. Pretty nice. Oh shit. So there you guys have it. It just popped off. Pretty good. So let's get back to it. Have you guys. So you're gonna wanna, let me see if I could get the light in here. So there's the axle. You're gonna wanna get in between the transmission and the axle, like right there by the groove, and try to stick the pry bar in there and try to pop it out so it could come off. If you don't have that much room, probably removing the under tray will work. Compared to the passenger, you could easily reach this. And like I said, you just try to stick it in between right there and just try to pry bar it out, which the driver's side is the one I have already out. So I'm gonna try to pop that out for you guys and then just take it off completely, and I'll show you guys, because it's gonna be way difficult to do this. What up, guys? So I had it open the garage so we could get more light in here. Here's the old axle. As you can see, it looks like it just started gushing, and that's why it's getting replaced. And like I said, it got recommended to replace both of them. So took a little bit longer than expected. This is the C-clip that pretty much holds it inside the transmission. So when you're prying it, you gotta try to, like as you can see, try to get the pry bar in here and try to pop it out. It is in there. So it's pretty tough. So let me go get the new one that we're gonna put in there. Sometimes it might leak transmission fluid, and if it does that, just check the seal that is good. This seal's still good. There's no leaks, as you can see. Try to not mess up that seal, but everything's good. So yeah, we're gonna put the new one in here. Let me take it out. So here's the difference. That's the new one. See, everything checks out. Here's the old one. Like I said, everything checks out. New axle nut, always awesome. So let's try to put these on. And like I said, it's pretty much vice versa. I'm just probably gonna clean up this seal right here, like the grease that the other axle left. Sorry guys, because it's like I had to remove this nut so I could get more leverage. But yeah, so I'm gonna like clean up the grease that's left over. The seal's good, and pretty much yeah, start getting ready to put the new one, and then just put everything back together. So, and then I gotta do the passenger side. Pretty much I have the old one here, so you can see all greased up. I don't know what I've showed you guys already. It's kind of hard to do all this. This does look like a used axle too, but who knows? It's probably been replaced a while back. Because it doesn't have, like I said, numbers. It looks like junkyard axles, but yeah. I have the garage open more daytime. So when you put in the axle, it's just the same thing as you took it out. Just push it in there. Once it you hear the click, and just check if it doesn't pop off, and you're good to go. Like I said, just vice versa, putting everything together. So let me try to have you guys somewhat here. Okay. Let's find the spines. So it goes in. Okay. Push it in there. Let's get this on there. Okay. So that's what get everything. There you go. Axle's in. There you go. Put the nut. 17 goes back. I don't know how much you guys are seeing, but pretty much axle's all the way in already. Bottom 17, no, yeah, I believe it's a 19 actually. It's all the way in. I just gotta put the nut, and then we're gonna put the tie rod back in there. Okay guys, so pretty much that's it. Axle's in there, locking nuts in there. You want to pinch this with a flat head, pinch it in there so it can lock in place just in case. Tie rod's back in there with the cotter pin. 19 mil, I believe it is, because I'm using a 3/4 nut. It's all bolted up. I just got to put the 10 mil that I had here for that tray that I was telling you guys, which just goes down here. Yeah, axles all in there, and just gotta screw that in. But yeah guys, so this is how you would change. I believe this from a 2011 to 2016 Hyundai Elantra. So I'm just gonna do the same thing to the passenger. It's literally the same thing, just the passenger's way longer. It's a longer axle, as you can tell by the different boxes sizes. See, just longer, but it's literally the same thing, and I kind of already have all that almost all apart. I just gotta pry the axle and take out the ball joint, and it's pretty much, it's ready to go. But simple as that, guys. If you guys start getting vibrations, it's because maybe you have a leaking axle like this one. Over time they do go bad and they start to do that, and then you know, you get a little vibration inside the car, so it could be your axle. And yeah, pretty much, guys, that's pretty much it. I don't want to have this video super long because it's literally the same thing on the other side. I'm like sweating, that's why I do want to put an AC unit in here. But like I said, hopefully you guys liking this content, and like I said, I'm gonna just have cars like this, you know, here and there. Next thing is to do is take care of this car. It's been having a leaking radiator for longest. I've been having the radiator there, so that's gonna be next. That's a 2011 Mercedes C300, so we're gonna take care of that. So like I said, I'm still trying to do my best to upload every Monday. I know I kind of fail a few times, and it's because I've been having internet issues. This is a new community. I know you guys could hear or see that, but it's a new community here, so like, you know, the network comes and goes and stuff. And fortunately, I have the videos sometimes edit, but I can't upload them because I don't have internet for it. And yeah, I could go somewhere else to upload, but for the meantime, I just try to do it here and just keep creating. So I'm doing my best, guys, to like get you like a full like walkthrough, or like to do it so you could do it at home, because like I said, they got quoted $1,000, and it's not that hard. You could do it without, you know, air tools. You could just literally use a ratchet or power tool. You could knock this out. It's not that difficult. So save you guys some money. The axles literally were $200 and probably $60 on AutoZone for both sides, and lifetime warranty, which could never go wrong. And yeah, it's gonna take you some time, but you could do it, guys. You could always do it. Save you guys big money, you know. But yeah, guys, and like I said, I'm gonna just keep doing this. I'm knock it out. And like I said, please like, subscribe, and share, guys. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. That's the goal. And who knows, I might have something planned coming at the end of this year. So I know it's still a long way to go, but everything's looking promising, and I can't wait. Oh, also, content for this coming real soon too. I know I've been saying that, but there is content coming soon. There's gonna be a bike event. I'm gonna go to it. Try to record my best. Like I said, I only have one camera. I'm trying to get my 360 again, so I can record better views. And after this, we might start taking this apart so we could get more stuff done to it. So stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. So yes, YouTube, thanks. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace. And I'm about to finish this job. I'm out.